fact that I wasn't the most confident person back in high school or university. But here I am today recording this video knowing it's gonna help a lot of you, no matter if you are or if you're not in your 20s yet. It doesn't matter if you're in school right now or not. You would find these tips helpful because I'm sure you're still making certain mistakes that you used to make back in high school up until today. In today's video, I will cover tips on how to glow up physically but mentally too. I believe a lot of times we focus too much on our appearance, thinking is the solution to become more confident, but it goes deeper than that. Okay, now I don't want to keep you waiting any longer, so let's get into it. I'll start with how to look like you're glowing. Yes, I said before that your look is not the solution to become a more confident person, but I didn't say it doesn't help. I mean, think about it for a second. You want to tell me you feel more confident looking like this or looking like that? We both know the answer. When you dress up, you look good, but you feel good too. So here are some of my top glow up tips. Number 1, sleep enough. Okay, I don't want you running on 4 hours of sleep or no sleep at all. Because yes, it does affect your look, but more importantly, it affects your mood, it affects your energy, your alertness, makes you have a lot of brain fog. Do I need to go on? So just don't do it, okay? We don't want you coming to school looking like somebody punched you under your eye. But I understand it's exam time and once in a blue moon you have to do it. I get it, life happens. And for that, I have a recommendation. You can use these depuffing eye patches. It's called Detoxify from Pixi. It actually has caffeine and cucumber in the ingredients, which helps you get rid of the puffy eyes, but at the same time it gives you this calming effect and it smooths under your eye. And let me tell you this, I wish somebody would have told me this one when I used to be in school. Number 2, shower more often. This depends on each person's body, but I know for a fact that some of us definitely need to wash our body at least once a day. So do that, okay? Especially in the morning right before school. Any debate on this? No? Good. Moving on. Number 3, avoid eating sugar as much as possible. Why? It can be the reason why your skin is breaking out more often. It may give you a boost of energy for a bit, but pretty soon after that, it crashes your energy, and we need that energy for us to pay attention in class, to study, and do our homework. Another reason is the fact that refined sugar can actually delay your period. And we all know how much that sucks, don't we? But also too much sugar can affect your gut health too and cause inflammation in your body. If your gut health is messed up, it can affect a lot of things in your body. But I'm gonna bring that to the next step. Number 4, eat clean, good food, and don't forget water. When you don't eat enough, clean, or on time, you're messing with your digestive system. Especially, those times when you skip on your meals just so you can study a little bit more, or when you don't get to eat on time because you'd rather focus on your projects and essays and finish them first before you eat. Well, yeah, I wish somebody would have told me the damage I was doing to my body when I used to go to university, and every morning I would go and grab my French vanilla with a muffin, a chocolate chip muffin, and go to the class, rushing, and not having any breakfast beforehand. Now, you may ask, why would I care about gut health? Do you want to feel bloated all the damn time? Or would you want your gut health to mess up with your hormones, which is going to cause you to have a bad skin, also gain some weight too? No, right? That's what I thought. So take this tip very seriously. And of course, water. 70% of our body is made of water. So instead of chucking up on those juices and coffee and teas and thinking that's enough, make sure you're having at least 3 liters of water every day. And again, this is something I wish I knew sooner. Water helps you digest food better, stay hydrated, and it helps you have a clear, shiny skin. So double up on that water bottle. Number 5, makeup. For the sake of God, please don't go to school looking like this with makeups like this. And no hate on these girls at all. I'm just saying if you want to look elegant and put together, a little bit of makeup can go a long way. Make sure you look like you're going to school and not a party. Number 6, skincare routine. When I used to be back in school and university, I didn't know nothing about these like washout routines and face creams. Honestly, I wasn't even that much into makeup. I was more so like a tomboy style rather than these girly girls. But anyways, going back to gua sha, if you don't know about it already, make sure to search it up and get on it right away. Because if you don't take care of your skin in your 20s or as early as possible, your skin would look like you're in your 40s while you're only 30 years old. So get on that. Make sure you exfoliate your face at least once or twice a week. I would say if you want to do it correctly, follow what skincare routine should be good for you based on which phase of your monthly cycle you're on. Believe me, it makes a huge difference. I'll make sure to share a picture of what I'm talking about on our Discord community. So if you haven't joined already, make sure you do so you can have access to that. Don't forget to use SPF on your face, especially on your face all day, every day, because your skin is more sensitive than any other part of your body. Because sunscreen actually avoids you from getting those dark spots or wrinkles. Before I get to the last glow up tip, hey you, if it's your first time here, I'm Dee, welcome to my channel. I make videos that are committed to help women become the director of their own lives. So if that sounds like you, make sure to tag along the journey. Number 7, hair care. If I knew how to take care of my hair when I used to be in university or high school, I still would have had all that volume and thickness I used to have. So consider me an older sister of yours. Please find out what hair type do you have. Do you have low or high porosity hair? And if you don't know anything about it, research it. Find out what are the right shampoos for you to use, what type of hair care routine you should do, and do it like religiously. Don't forget to do oil massaging, by the way. Most of you know by now what that is, but if you don't, it's basically you choosing an oil that is good for your hair type and using that an hour before your shower or the night before your shower, and massaging it in your hair and letting it sit. You want to do this at least once or twice a week because it helps with keeping your hair healthy, shiny, make it grow faster, and make it stronger. Okay, that's enough for the appearance part. Let's talk mindset. Do you want to learn how to walk with confidence and not be shy to approach people and make friends? These tips are for you. Number 1, stop thinking everybody's always thinking about you. No, like seriously. People are always too busy thinking of themselves, they're not gonna have time to think about you. I used to be so shy back in school that even if I knew the answer to any of the questions, I wouldn't raise my hand because of these 2 reasons. 1, because I used to get bullied in high school for being a nerd. And they would tell me things like, oh, you want to be such a nerd, you want to be the teacher's favorite, student. And 2, I started getting afraid of what if my answer is going to be wrong? I don't want to fail. I don't want to make mistakes. And that brings me to the next tip. Number 2, don't be afraid of making mistakes or failing. We all know what successful people say about this one, right? You can become successful if you're too afraid of failing and making mistakes. So I want you to develop Thomas Edison's mindset. As he would always say, I haven't failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work. So take risks in your 20s and make it all about exploring, adventuring, failing, succeeding. Number 3, how to deal with being bullied. Ignore them. That's right. I have gotten bullied so many times back in high school because of the way I used to look, the way I would dress up, because of the fact that I was a nerd. But I wouldn't give them any attention. And you know what would happen? At the end of the year, they would come to me, they would apologize and say,
you know what, I'm sorry, I didn't know you're such a cool, girl, stuff like that.
And I would forgive them. Because why not? We were all kids, and of course we make mistakes. Be kind to these people, because hurt people hurt people. Sometimes your kindness can change them, think differently, and become a different person. And sometimes it won't even change them a bit, but eventually they're gonna get tired at picking at you and not getting any reactions, so they're gonna leave you alone and go to their next target. Number 4, work on your mind and your daily thoughts. Pay attention to the thoughts you have day to day. How does it really sound like? Does it sound happy and genuine and kind, or does it sound angry, aggressive? If you say things to yourself like, I'm never gonna be good at studying, I'm never gonna get good grades, That's negative self-talk. One of the ways you can improve these thoughts is by journaling and doing affirmations, but also making a mood board for yourself of that future person you want to be like. How would you want to look like? How you want to be treated? What are the things you would want in your life? When you have a picture of who you want to be like right in front of you, and you see it every day, it makes it easier for you to feel more inspired and start taking actions that are aligned with that future version of you and have thoughts that are associated with that future version of you instead of the person you are today. Now let's talk lifestyle outside of school. Number one, work on self-development while you're in school. And instead of just focusing on reading, school books, and just focusing on that alone, start reading books that will help you with the lifestyle you want to build for yourself outside of school. Focus on reading books that are about how to become mentally tougher, because life after school is going to be very different than how it looks like right now. And two, read books that are about the psychology of people's behavior, because the truth is, when you start reading and studying other people's behavior, you're going to start also learning a lot about your own behaviors. Also, this one is so important because you're going to be always surrounded with people for the rest of your life, and it's so important for you to know how to interact with people, how to make connections, and network. Also read books that teaches you about how money works. A lot of us get too, busy with school exams and studying and all that life that we have while we're in school that we forget there's going to be life after school where you have to know things like how to get a loan, how to budget properly, how to pay your bills on time, how to make money and pay for your expenses, but also save some. So don't skip on this one. I'm telling you, it's going to save you for the rest of your life. Number two, instead of partying every weekend, go out there and experience and experiment with some new stuff. For example, go out for a hike one day with a group of friends. Do sleepovers. It's so good to have friends that you can count on, especially for life after school. Try out new classes. Go to a yoga class, go to a Pilates class, dance class, painting. Get used to experimenting and exploring in your life, because this will teach you a lot about yourself, especially if you do some of these activities alone. Number three, enjoy this timeline of your life. You're never gonna get it back, so it's best to use it and make memories that you would want to remember 10 years from now. Number four, this one's good. Make sure you're ready for school the day before school. Don't bring your unfinished homework to your lunch break, because that's the time you should be focusing on resting, relaxing, and eating your food instead of stressing over what's not done. Make sure you pick your outfit the night before, because this way your mornings are going to be less rushy, more relaxing, and organized. Same goes with your hairstyle and your makeup. Choose what you want to do with them the night before. I believe we covered it all for today. Thanks for sticking with me. Now you're ready to go and crush this year with all the new things you just learned. Also, don't forget to join the Discord community in the description, where powerful women come together to work on reinventing themselves, becoming the director of their life, while cheering on each other on this journey. There you can let me know what are some of the things you want me to make videos about for you. I always love to know, what do you think of the videos I make for you? So let me know in the comments which one of these tips you found the most helpful. I love you all. Until later, bye.
Tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.